What a woman's hug really means, the deepest guide you'll ever read. Most men walk through life completely clueless about women's subtle communication. They live in a world of literal words, overt actions, and obvious cues, and as a result, they miss 90% of what's really happening right in front of them. When a woman wraps her arms around a man, he usually thinks, "Oh, it's just a hug. No big deal. Just a friendly gesture." But here's the truth, it's never just a hug. Every embrace, every extra second she lingers, every slight squeeze, every slow release, none of it is random. Women are masters of nonverbal communication. They are constantly expressing themselves in ways that have nothing to do with words, and if you're not paying attention, you are missing an entire conversation happening right under your nose. While most men are processing the moment in black and white terms, "She hugged me. Cool. She's friendly." A woman's mind is working like a chess grandmaster, playing on 5 layers at once. A hug, for her, can be affection, a test, an expression of dominance, an invitation, or even a silent announcement to the world about who you are to her. And here's the uncomfortable truth. A woman can know more about you from a 3-second hug than you might know about yourself. That might sound dramatic, but think about it. Women are biologically tuned to scan, to read, to sense energy. For thousands of years, this ability kept them safe. They had to know, almost instantly, if a man was trustworthy, dangerous, or strong enough to stand by. That instinct hasn't gone away. If anything, it has become more refined. So let's slow down and break this down. By the end of this deep dive, you'll never see a hug the same way again. And if you take this seriously, if you use this knowledge to become more aware, more present, and more grounded, you will have a massive advantage in how you relate to women and in how women respond to you. 1. She's testing you, whether she knows it or not. A hug might seem like the simplest, most harmless form of touch, but it's often her first microtest of what kind of man you are. When a woman initiates a hug, she is doing more than just saying hello. She is, on some level, reading you. She is scanning your energy, your posture, your response. Do you stiffen up awkwardly, like you're not sure what to do with yourself? Do you give a weak one-armed pat, like you're congratulating a distant cousin at a wedding? Or do you meet her embrace with calm, effortless confidence, not holding on too long, not letting go too quickly, simply standing there as if you belong? This moment is a quiet test. And it matters, because women are wired to notice microsignals. Just like a skilled interviewer might casually offer you a glass of water to see if your hands shake, a woman uses these small moments to gauge where you stand on the spectrum of certainty and insecurity. Here's the uncomfortable part. Hesitation signals weakness. If you overthink a simple hug, second-guess yourself, or appear nervous, her subconscious mind instantly registers that something is off. She might not even consciously realize she's noticed, but she will feel it. And that feeling can change how she sees you. On the flip side, a man who stands solid, who returns the hug with composure and calm, radiates a very different message. His body says, "I'm comfortable here. I don't need to prove anything. I'm not desperate, and I'm not afraid." This is where Stoicism comes in. The Stoic man doesn't panic in small social moments. He doesn't obsess over what the hug means. He doesn't let fear of judgment control his body language. He simply is present, grounded. And that subtle difference, the difference between seeking approval versus calmly sharing a moment, is massive. 2. She's measuring your emotional energy. A hug isn't just about physical touch, it's an emotional X-ray. Women are highly attuned to emotional presence. When she embraces you, she is sensing whether you are truly present or just going through the motions. Are you fully there in that moment, or is your mind elsewhere? Do you carry warmth and stability, or does your energy feel scattered and cold? Think of it like knocking on a wall to see if it's solid or hollow. She is tapping into your emotional state, consciously or unconsciously. And here's the kicker, you can't fake this. Most men try to cover up insecurity with fake confidence, exaggerated humor, or a forced grin. But a woman doesn't just listen to your words, she listens to your presence. She feels the tension in your shoulders, the speed of your breathing, the hesitation in your grip. If you are emotionally disconnected, from her, from yourself, from the moment, she will sense it. A Stoic man, by contrast, is not emotionally dead but emotionally centered. He feels deeply, but he is not tossed around by every emotion that comes his way. He doesn't need to build walls or play games. He stands firmly in who he is, calm, steady, open, but not needy. This is incredibly attractive to women because it signals maturity, security, and strength. 3. She's establishing the frame of physical connection. This is a subtle but important point. When a woman initiates a hug, she is, in a very real sense, establishing the frame of physical connection between you. She is saying, "This is the level of closeness I am comfortable with, and I am choosing to share it with you." If you understand frame control, you know that the person who sets the frame often controls the interaction. This doesn't mean she's being manipulative, it's just human nature. She is deciding how much closeness there will be, how long it will last, and whether it feels platonic, intimate, or somewhere in between. Most men blow this moment by either being too eager, holding on too long, squeezing too hard, or too hesitant, letting go too quickly, standing awkwardly. A grounded man, however, doesn't overthink. He doesn't freeze up. He also doesn't try to overpower the moment or dominate it. He simply matches her energy and remains calm. This sends a powerful message: I respect your space, but I am also completely comfortable in mine. That balance, respect without submission, confidence without aggression, is rare, and women notice it instantly.